This is Group 6, Nestle's Company Review.
So the first part we'll talk about is the internal analysis, or in this case, the value chain. A value chain is a business model that describes the full range of activities needed to create a product or service. So in Nestle's case, we have the nutrition, the animals and water, climate, business, and others, as well as their employee.
Thank you, Ashley. Next, we will look at the external analysis for Nestle, which includes Porter's 5 forces analysis. Porter's 5 forces is the framework for analyzing a company's competitive environment, which includes competitive rivalry, threat of new entrants, bargaining power of suppliers, bargaining power of buyers, and threat of substitutes. The competitive rivalry for Nestle is pretty high, as there are many competitors within the industry they are in. Threat of new entrants is fairly low. If there was a new entrant, they come at the local level and do not proceed higher than that. The bargaining power of suppliers is fairly low, as Nestle tends to enter into long extension contracts with their suppliers. Bargaining power of buyers, however, is pretty high, as there's always some sort of substitute that people can go to in exchange for Nestle's products. And the threat of substitutes with that is also high, as one of Nestle's products being baby food, people can easily substitute that for a homemade version. Next, Jonah will talk about the business level strategies.
Nestle strives to be both a cost leader and have a differentiation strategy. They are able to be a cost leader by having cost-efficient operations, effective inventory management, and quality assurance. They're able to achieve a differentiation strategy by having more than 8,500 brand names and more than 10,000 products. Having a focus on low-cost strategy reduces the high manufacturing and marketing costs of its products, and having a focus on differentiation strategy, it places a priority on improving quality of products.
Corporate level strategies. They aim to offer a portfolio of products that evolve with consumer needs, offer good nutrition, contributing to healthier, balanced lives and a healthier planet. It guides the choices they make today and shapes their portfolio for tomorrow, whether through product evolution, innovation, acquisition, or partnerships. Applying nutrition expertise to enhance the health and wellness of people and pets, meeting the needs of the modern consumer with healthy, delicious, convenient products for conscious, time-constrained lifestyles, bringing premium food innovations to market, fueled by consumer insights, pioneering nutrition science and culinary, offering a wide array of plant-based foods to be consumers' preferred choice as they diversify their diets, and increasing growth through innovation, differentiation, and by offering products and solutions to consumers.
Thank you, David. Next, we will look at areas for improvement. Just like any company, Nestle can always improve upon something. In their case, they will need to reevaluate their food products for healthier consumption. Nestle has a good food, good life focus, but their consumers have come out and shared how their competitors have healthier, less sugary food options for their children. Nestle will need to look into areas for improvement within this in order to retain a large market share, which Ashley will get into in the next slide.
There are possible solutions to the areas of improvement that Savannah mentioned. One of these solutions involved with finding other materials that hold healthier nutritions. Let's use Kellogg's for example. They can provide the same product as Nestle does, but the supplies they use for that same product are a lot more healthier than Nestle's. Nestle also mentioned that they are working on a child labor report. With that child report, it is said that they are mentioning to provide products to help have a healthier and balanced lives and a healthier planet. So if Nestle uses other products such as almond milk and healthier cocoa beans that can help with their child labor report, Nestle can have the advantage over their competitors and provide healthier choices for their customers. Another solution that Nestle could use is learning more what their competitors use when it comes to products similar to theirs. If Nestle takes the time to research more about their competitors, they'll be able to learn more about the raw materials that they use, and then Nestle can learn their ways to find those products to help improve of their products a bit more. If Nestle can't use those raw materials for their original products, then they can use those raw materials to create new products.
Nestle's corporate governance. Our board of directors considers the interests of our shareholders as well as our other stakeholders. Adjusting our business model to changing consumer priorities makes business sense and is fundamental to sustainable value creation. Our chairman's and corporate governance committee reviews aspects of our governance as well as asset and liability management. Our compensation committee sets our remuneration principles and submits the proposals for the remuneration of the board and the executive board to the board and the AGM. It ensures the alignment of our values, strategies, and performance. Our compensation proposals and our compensation report are submitted to annual votes by our shareholders.
Nestle has had their fair share of international concerns. The first concern is manipulating uneducated mothers. Back in the 90s, Nestle marketed baby formula as just as good and beneficial to mother's milk. They primarily targeted impoverished countries, and majority of the markets did not have a sanitary water source, causing the children to be at risk for disease. Their next concern was water production. Nestle is the largest bottled water producer in the world, and since 1988 they have been working without proper permits, and they have been taking sanitary water from the small Pakistani town Bahi Dewan, causing the inhabitants to drink unsanitary water. Their next concern has been with child labor. In 2005, they were faced with lawsuits for child labor and trafficking, with forcing children into slavery on a cocoa plantation.